If anyone asks for your credentials, do you actually have those Stanley Cup rings to show? Because I heard a rumor that you may not have them anymore. Is that true?
No, I've got them all.
You do? You got them back? Because
I never lost rings. I lost some of the watches. I lost a bunch of watches when the house got broken into, but luckily I had just put the rings back in the safe, so I lucked out.
Explain the watches. Where do those come from?
Canada Cup, World Championships, just all kind of little memorabilia ones that I had, and those were the things that got stolen. We were having a block party. My kids luckily were in another part of the house, and somebody came in and helped themselves to a drawer full of watches and other little memorabilia, and walked out, and never got them back.
That seems to be a growing problem with professional athletes, especially in the NFL these days. Do you guys not have good security systems?
Yeah, well, it was a block watch party, so we were just all hanging out, and the kids were in the house. Never thought anybody would actually come in the house and help themselves.
Wow. When was that?
Oh gosh, it's got to be 20 plus years ago, but yeah, it was. I think the biggest thing that was uncomfortable for everybody. My wife and my kids was you just felt like your privacy was invaded. I think that was the biggest thing about it.
Yeah.
It's watches and stuff. You know what? It's not the end of the world, but somebody coming into your home and rifling through your drawers and stuff, that was creepy.
I think anyone that's had their window smashed in their vehicle can feel the exact same way about that, right? Yeah, you just feel violated personally.
Yeah.
Where were you living at the time?
In Westminster. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd retired in 2000, and we spent the following year building the house and kind of building our dream house. And I don't know, it was 4 or 5 years later, we were having a fun little block watch. We were all on our neighbor's lawn hanging out and stuff. And then I came in just to check on the kids. And I'm one of those guys that's pretty anal about doors being locked and stuff like that. I noticed that the front door wasn't locked. I'm like, what? What's going on? And I don't even know what made me walk upstairs. And I went upstairs, and sure enough, one of the drawers was open where my watches were. I was, disappointed about that stuff, but it was just a breath of fresh air that the fact that like 1 or 2 days before, I'd just put the rings away from having them out showing friends and for some sort of an occasion.
How often do you wear them?
Very rarely. It's hard because I'm in the Vancouver marketplace.
Fair.
So I really don't wear them much. Like for me to, I was involved with I was on the Canuck Alumni Board for 10 years before I joined the Kings, and then about 3 or 4 years in, I was still doing it. And it's just kind of an awkward thing if I show up at a Canucks function and I'm wearing a Edmonton Oiler or an LA King ring. So I really don't wear them that often. I'll bring them to functions where it's separate from that, or if somebody asks me to bring them out, I'll bring them out.
Now, I know Travis has a lot of goaltending questions, and obviously that's why you're here. Just before we get into that. Hey, more hockey content. It might be old, it might be new, it might be a full episode, it might be a half episode, but you can click these boxes because who doesn't like clicking boxes?